Welcome to JOKAKAKA. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And this is our monthly JoJolion chapter review podcast.
Discussion review.
Yes, discussion review, bit of analysis maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
And speculation.
Of course.
Because it's the most speculation part of any JoJo.
Yeah, what would a currently running manga podcast be without speculation?
Exactly.
So, we just read part 8.
Chapter 74, part 8.
Poor Tom and Ozone Baby, part 3.
Yes.
So
Gotta help you keep it together, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little off the handle right now. So yeah, basically, I thought it was a pretty good chapter.
Yeah, initial thoughts are pretty good. Pretty good chapter.
It was like peak JoJo.
It's
in like a lot of ways, I think.
Yeah, where like other chapters have been a lot of plot. This has been like a good mix of like character and action going on. Like there isn't much talking other than like a couple words or two.
Yeah, the one thing that I liked, because I just reread it.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I took out of it, which was like, we haven't seen a lot of like creative stand use, like a lot of stands kind of like working together in creative ways recently.
Yeah.
So in this we see a lot of like Paper Moon King and Speed King synergize,
and then Doggy Style and Soft and Wet were together as well.
We're finally at a point where there's a lot of characters together doing things at the same time.
In this chapter, heavily like hints or like heavy show that's going to become even more the blows in the next chapter or two as well.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to say before we start, this chapter was like kind of it wasn't in chronological order. I don't know if you noticed that.
It wasn't?
There were parts that kind of jump around. So, I guess let's just jump right into it.
Yeah.
So we're here on our first page. We see Tsurugi and Jobin are still trapped in that little shed.
Yeah. And
we see Daya...
He peeks in the little the window or like the kitchen, kind of view of the kitchen where they were all at before, and the kid sees like Daya and Hato like basically bleeding on the ground, like same thing they were going after. Okay,
so this is the weird part. So yeah, this is the first page. I know it's the first page.
Yeah.
So we see them on the ground.
Yeah.
The next page, it seems to take place like a brief moment before.
Yeah, because Hato comes in like the shed and like passes out like in front of the door.
Yeah, we see them awake and like I just don't understand why these weren't reversed. Like there's almost no reason why. It's almost just as if Rocky wanted to show like a jarring panel of the two girls, the two sisters, like on the ground, and then like gives us an explanation for why they were.
Kind of weird, yeah.
That was something like I really analyzed. I was like, wait, did the person that uploaded this do it like out of order, or nope? It is definitely in the right order.
No, it's just Tarantino impression.
All right, and there's a little other part too.
Yeah.
So. So we...
And then you lead, Jim, come on.
Sorry. I was just kind of looking over my notes. So what we do get confirmed, especially with their inclusion, is that Ozone Baby's range is the entire state. So it's... Jobin sees this as Ozone Baby is attacking, like, his family. Yeah. Just, like, trying to slaughter the whole family all
It's not
once.
like where I saw like a thing where, like, it's just everything above the Ozone Baby. It's kind of like also like a giant circle because it's also affecting like underneath the ground too. So like
because Planet Praiser and Gappy are underground. So this is like really one of those character defining moments where we see Jobin's resolve being tested, and then later on I think Gappy also kind of rises to the occasion too. It really becomes like a sort of, I don't know, it's setting up for the final confrontation, or at least their confrontation, to be like a battle of wills, like who cares more, who wants the plant more.
Yeah.
Jobin for his son, or Gappy for his kind of mom.
For half a mom.
Yes, half mom.
Yeah. And then he apologizes Jobin apologizes to his son, saying so I got roped into it, but like he's like, I'm doing it. He said it again, like, I'm doing it for you. Do you believe me? And his son goes, yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's actually kind of neat, because like we've seen Tsurugi as a friend to Gappy, and like he's definitely like also with the protagonist.
Yeah.
And having him like just be with his dad in like a very unambiguous way, like his dad is even saying like, you probably think I'm a bad guy. I might be a bad guy, but what I'm doing is to protect you. So I wonder if we're going to see Tsurugi
take a side.
Yeah, like if he's gonna use his powers against Jobin again.
We'll see. Who knows? Even by the end of
Josuke.
Jobin may convince Jobin to like work with Gappy to get it.
That's true. He might be the little link.
So.
All right. So yeah, we can kind of skip ahead a bit. Basically, this chapter was a lot of like action and So yeah, really, this chapter, we're just seeing a lot of kind of like exposition on like things that were happening.
And Jobin saying like, "Oh, I need to get Lord Gappy out to help solve this."
It's kind of, it goes through Jobin's like step-by-step process of his plan. Also, Jobin is just the most intelligent man on Earth because he seemingly knows all about atmospheres. He explicitly says humans can survive up to 21 atmospheres, and then he does this really elaborate comparison where it's like a sperm whale can do this, but a human can only do this.
He basically compares it to like how far you can a human can dive underwater without dying, and like 21 has been the record.
Yeah,
but we basically got that in the last chapter too, with like him basically giving like a Ben's cure or treatment to his son.
Yeah, where he used like the bleach and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty firmly established that Jobin is like extraordinarily intelligent. Like he's at least about certain things that you wouldn't expect him to be.
Yeah.
So then this is another bit where we start to get the timeline gets a little shifty. So Jobin comes up with a plan and he's like, oh, so another thing I wanted to mention was we see Tsurugi even say, Dad, this ability is clearly a long range automatic attack.
Yeah.
Which I think is funny. It shows that Tsurugi knows a lot about stands in order to make that assumption.
I'm pretty sure if he like just watched outside of his lawn how many fucking like fights that happen like out there, he understands like what different types of stands are.
Yeah, that's something that like it's something the fans talk about a lot. It's like, oh well, this stand is like a close range, blah blah blah.
I feel like his stand is kind of like he can kind of give commands to his stand and it kind of goes off its own and does it and does what it needs to do.
Yeah, yeah, his is kind of automatic.
And like and. She has a lot of stands. What's her name? Is her stand like automatic? I don't think.
Who? Daya?
No. Gappy's girl. I blank on her name for right now.
The hair?
Yeah.
The hair girl?
Not hair girl.
Oh, shit.
Not hair girl.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm blanking on the name for some reason. Your girl.
Yeah.
Shit. You blank on the name too?
Just because you are. Yeah, it's Paisley Park.
Yeah, that one works like kind of echoes Act 3, where it's like it's also automatic, where it works on its own, but they work alongside the person.
Yeah, it seems she has like limited control of it. I just think it's kind of interesting that we like in universe. Well, no, that's it's interesting that in universe we're seeing characters like a little bit more aware of the stand roles than. I don't know. I feel like we haven't really seen that as much.
Part 3 was a big thing where it was just like, oh, is this kind of stand? Yeah, Yashu stands. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, there's like part 3 with another thing was like, oh, is this kind of stand? Or like, that's where we got like all the different kind of stands that are like definitive.
All right, so, yeah, now what happens is, do you want to explain what Jobin's plan is?
This part is also be famous for out of context JoJo now coming up, but like, basically he's like, Jobin said, we had to get poor Tom, but then it cuts to like the girl. If you remember the introduction to poor Tom, like he hit on and got the phone number of in the parking lot. He's like in bed with like the massage, like it looks like massagers, like the.
She's using a massage roller for her arm.
Yeah, massage roller, and he's like, "You're really looking a lot down there." And then he cuts to see poor Tom under the sheets, like with a smug grin on his face. It's fucking ridiculous. It's gonna be one of the things that's gonna be an out of context JoJo.
So poor Tom. There. What sells the scene for me? Poor Tom is like we see her for a bit, and she looks so bored. She's like she's boredly massaging her arm.
She's bored because all he's doing is eating her house. So.
But yeah, like he's. The thing is, like, her face has, like, no excitement on it. And then we see she's talking on the phone, and she's not, like, no reaction. Then she's like, all right, you want to stop doing that? Like, I just think it's funny how he's, like, this weird, gross man, and he can't even, like, please a woman.
And then she's like, oh, yeah, you have there's a phone call for you, specifically for you. And you think, wait, what? For me? And then, and basically, I'm pretty sure it was Jobin calling him.
Yeah, so what happens, Jobin and Tsurugi use their stands to work together to light the orchard on fire, which was kind of cool. So what they did was they used Paper Moon King to create just like origami of a fire truck.
Move. Like fire trucks, he makes a crane at one point.
Well,
like,
yeah.
He makes like anything that any cranes are like movement.
Yeah, well, so what happens is he creates a fire truck that they set with
gasoline from the shed.
Yeah, kerosene. They soak it in kerosene. Then that flies out to the orchard, and then he uses Speed King to ignite it. So the orchard's on fire. But so we see poor Tom get the message that the orchard's on fire before we actually see that scene.
Yeah.
So the way I described it is reversed. We see the orchard on fire first, and then we see Tsurugi and Jobin's plan, which was another thing that was just like kind of an interesting choice.
Yeah. Also, like he's like, what can you make? That'll work. That's a good job. Like he'll always like.
Yeah, I like that little. There's a little bit of like, I don't know, good like a dad. Like he's a proud dad in this chapter, which makes me very happy.
Yeah, and he said he's trying to burn the branch that they're looking for. He doesn't know where it is, but like he knows that's where there. And he's like, either A, Gappy will come in to get the branch and somehow stop poor Tom, or poor Tom will come himself also.
Yeah,
like,
this just shows how like Jobin has been put against the wall. He has no other moves to make. His only move is to destroy pretty much like the MacGuffin.
The MacGuffin that everyone's after, like so no one can get it.
And so also, yeah, Jobin, as you said, Jobin's aware that Josuke must be nearby, and he makes this comment about, like, I'm confident we're walking the path of righteousness. So, Jobin's got this weird, like, I don't want to say it's it's not really religious, but he's got this weird sense of superiority. He thinks that he's, like, in the right. Like, there's no outcome where he's going to lose. That's why he's willing to take these crazy gambles.
Yeah.
Then we see...
Cut back to Gappy and the Planet Appraiser.
Yeah, they were suffering. they quickly learn, where it took Jobin and his son a little bit of time to learn. They quickly learn what the stand is, how it works.
They're not nearly educated on atmosphere or pressure. So, but they know the pressure attack, but like, we're not nearly like know how the bends and how far deep a heel can go kind of thing.
Yeah, so the orchard catches fire pretty rapidly, and it spreads really quickly.
They have like a window, but they can see the branch is still there. Like... It's still fine.
Thick. So we see a lot of...
Jesus, that is a big ass.
We see a lot of the thickness of Mamazuku in this chapter. There's a lot of like, hilarious butt shots. I might include one in the actual picture.
Do it. And then, yeah, they still see the branch okay, and they say, we have to get it, like, before we're burned, like, we have to go, and then...
Yeah,
you see like, the ozone baby, like... mirage kind of there, and like, but if we open that, like, we're dead, and then like, or like, we're gonna be under a lot of pain if we open that hatch up. And then Gappy, and his infinite void of bullshittery,
his stupid powers that can do everything,
makes a giant bubble.
Yeah. So Gappy creates a bubble, which, like, you were telling me this earlier. Like, Gappy's power used to be that he could take a trade away from something. So you'd think, he'd be able to like alleviate pressure. No, he just creates a bubble to keep the level of pressure stabilized in that bubble.
Like, I was fine with like the bubble sheet, like making all like the swarm of bubbles, so you had like a shield. Like that could be cool and work too. But like, yeah, I think it's the giant. Now you make giant bubbles. I don't know.
Also, I just want to mention. I just remember this. It's not a bubble. It's a cord, Sam.
I forgot. I always forget about the whole like.
It's a cord.
I forgot about the whole thing they introduced.
Do with that what you will.
That's all to be explained.
That's never going to get explained. That is never fucking
Who knows?
explained.
I don't know. Reki, who knows with him?
So yeah, and so basically we see not Jobin. All the Joe characters screw me up. Gappy
and the Planet Appraiser.
So Gappy has his big moment.
Okay, there was one thing, because it's like, because he talks to himself, or he's talking to Gappy, and like he said, I have a woman waiting for this JOKAKAKA, and there's a picture of her.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that'd be a feature character then.
It's Holly.
Is that Holly?
Holly.
I thought a woman like waiting for this one to examine. I thought he was like talking about like, I thought there's.
Nope.
Okay. I thought that because like
Holly in this chapter has always been depicted with a hood.
Okay, we don't get many pictures of Holly like as much, other than like the flashback scenes like.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There is a little picture.
I thought like we have someone waiting to get to examine this or get this.
Nope. It just he wants to give it to Holly so that her brain is not destroyed anymore.
I thought that was because that's what the Planet Appraiser talking with that.
No. This is
because it has the speed bubble coming out of him, but like it didn't like it's coming out of like. I don't know. It's just weird. Where
but he says
after he's talking, and he's still talking because then it goes to the.
But yeah, I think you can use context clues. So I have a woman waiting for this JOKAKAKA. I'm going to take back the past I lost. That's clearly Gappy talking.
Yeah, it still is weird because I don't know.
So yeah, this is the cool moment. Gappy has like this cool moment where he's like he kind of gives a little speech to the Planet Praiser about like this is their time to take this moment. Like if they don't capitalize, even though this moment is extremely dangerous, the whole orchard's on fire, they're gonna die. If they don't make a move, they will lose.
Yeah.
And Josuke or Gappy, whatever, he even kind of uses the path of righteousness bit too. I'm trying to find. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah. So Gappy talks about how Gappy says a lot of things in his speech, and the one thing that the Planet Praiser really likes is he mentions how he wants to save Norisuke, the dad, and open up the righteous path and bring everyone happiness. And yeah, for some reason, the Planet Praiser is really inspired by this line because I guess he sees that if the good that they could do if they get this plant.
Yeah.
So that causes the Planet Praiser to be the one that actually goes out and into Gappy Bubble and take the plant and branch.
But also the thing is like he's also the only one that knows how to cut it right. So like
yes,
it's like he has to be the one anyway.
Yeah, he said he drops the line. He's like if it's not broken right because the worms are on it a certain way, they'll die. So
also the bubble, it's like if it pops, like they'll die. But like like he also had like the one that like shoots some strings. I'm not sure how it's gonna work with like peeking out of the bubble.
Well, this is the thing. Okay,
he does it. He does do it, but I don't understand that
this
much.
This is the thing that annoys me about the whole cord reveal. So we see the Planet Praiser. We see the Planet Praiser start to like. He makes a little hole for himself in the bubble to shoot out his Zoggy style.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of weird. It's just like, so wait, is it a cord? Why can you make a hole in a cord? It's dumb. It's a meme.
Yeah. But Jobin, they spot someone in a bubble, which they know like, oh, it's Gabby, but wait, there's a butt shot. But then, like, oh, actually, the Planet Praiser, or he goes like, that must be the Planet Praiser.
Yeah,
he kind of can get that.
So that made me think. I wonder if Jobin knew the Planet Praiser before.
I think he knew there is a Planet Praiser. He never saw him because he lived like a hermit life in like a fucking ski lot.
And definitely like the fruit people would have told him, like they knew about the Planet Praiser.
Yeah,
but
so it looks like he makes the bubble like around like even bigger that one. Cause it looks like he like extending it to the branch, but like the bubble's going around the branch as well.
Not yet, not quite. I was fooled by that too.
Yeah, it's like really.
You can see that it's
really the way that he draws it is like really weird. It looks like it's part of the bubble.
Yeah, I really thought that too until I read on. Basically, I mean, we can just kind of go quickly. Oh, so there's this kind of cool scene where it's like the tensions like hit the wall, like everyone's like waiting for the Planet Praiser's next move, and then he just has his hand outstretched and he's like looking off to the side, and then we see what he's looking at. He's looking at fucking poor Tom, and poor Tom says the greatest line in the chapter, the greatest line JoJo has seen so far. He's like, hey, stare at me if you want, but you got a decision to make.
He was carrying like the White House Lego thing in his hand, so I'm not sure if that deactivates the. We still don't know if that deactivates the stand.
I assume that destroying it would because it's JoJo.
Well, also killing the actual user too will also.
Yeah.
Which is very tempting.
Yeah. So what happens is Planet Praiser does make a move. He grabs another butt shot. Yeah. Planet Praiser's ass is very important.
Apparently.
He grabs both the branch with doggy style, and also he grabs the throat of poor Tom, which is pretty cool. And so then it kind of ends on the cliffhanger where it's like, oh shit, what's he gonna do next?
And also, like, we're gonna have if poor Tom is deactivated because like no one has really ventured outside yet. It's like we have a Mexican standoff of like Gappy there, Planet Praiser, and then Jobin, his son, and then everyone in the family comes out there like and beats the shit out of him or something, which I'm hoping for. But
yeah, this is we're at like a really cool crossroads right now, because I think the little bit at the bottom, what does it say?
It says it's free for all battle inevitable. And I'm like, okay, and that's like one of my predictions has always been like a standoff of like the factions.
Yeah, like I guess I think I'm not sure if the mom's still in the house right now. She might not be.
No, the mom though, she was always either like right outside the gates or off doing mysterious things, and we haven't seen her for like a long time.
Yeah, and that's right. In the breakfast scene, she wasn't there, so
no,
she's not gonna. She probably won't be part of this.
The dad told her to fuck off, and then she would just kind of chill outside, like the front lawn or like outside the gate, just like to fuck with them.
Yeah.
So, and we haven't seen her in a while, so she's still a wild card. Same as like the Yukako.
Yukiko,
yeah, the Yukiko.
Yasuho.
No. The actual like she's also a wild card.
I think her name's Carrera in this.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of like
Love Deluxe.
Yeah, which is like another issue. Because I think if we get more info about Holly, I think she'll come back. Because the only info we get about Holly is like the flashback stuff, and we get any more flashbacks of you with her. I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that's really the chapter.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really good. The action was cool. The art was great. Yeah, the art was gorgeous.
Yeah, great,
as usual.
Great butts.
A lot of butts.
Never thought I'd see a midget going down on a girl being really unsatisfied. Like,
I just love that. It's like just adds like more to like the character of poor Tom. Like this weird emasculation.
It's another lick to go into the JoJo history.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, do you want to? Where do you think the next chapter will go? What kind of direction?
I think it will be the conclusion of the poor Tom fight.
I agree.
I think because he does have his thing around his neck, but it's going to be a pressure on time kind of chapter where like they have to hope do it quickly for the fire stayed out, and it depends on if Ozone Baby is working or not after he dug it up out of the ground, because I don't think anyone want to venture outside or the risk of it.
Yeah.
Which I think the bubble will get popped somehow, and that's how they'll know it's fine. So they'll all rush out there and have like their standoff, and because the person that called poor Tom was Jobin, right?
Oh yeah, that was Jobin. Yeah. So we don't have any reason to believe that anyone else would show up.
Yeah.
Besides maybe the mom, whose name I forget.
The mom, and then so the mom could be the one, or who knows?
Yasuho could show up.
She's still getting the
we haven't seen her in a few chapters, so.
Yeah, she went to go get the rock animal, but she still haven't got too much of an explanation on it too. And also,
I feel like Rocky's waiting for that to be like a big plot bomb. Like I feel like we're gonna get this out of the way, and then there's gonna be like a big plot drop.
We didn't mention one of the most important detail of the chapter. The dog might still be alive because he may have turned the rock form.
Oh, that's right.
Because you kind of forget that he has the rock.
I called it.
Disease.
I called the dog was gonna be safe. I saw him. I noticed him walking into the.
Not until we see a body. And then so.
It's like the reverse of like normal rules. Like in media, normally it's like, oh, I don't believe a character's dead until I see the body. In JoJo, it's I need to see the body. To see that he's dead. I need to see a dog die on screen before I know the dog's dead.
I mean, we saw the closest thing we got to Abdul was his arm, and like that's close enough, good enough for a body. We don't know where Vanilla Ice sends people when he consumes them.
Sad.
But I think it'd be a standoff. I'm pretty sure poor Tom will get killed by either Jobin. I'm thinking it's gonna be a Jobin killing him though.
It feels like Jobin has to, because Jobin might fight Mamazuku to kill poor Tom. That's my prediction.
I think he'll let Mamazuku get the branch for right now and just say like he wants to finish off poor Tom for threatening his family, for his son especially, and that's really what sets him off, because as the one person he's kind of doing it all for.
Oh, there's another detail that we kind of glossed over. Mamazuku mentions that there is, in the underground chamber, there's another passage that leads to the coast.
Yeah.
So we could have that happen where it's like Jobin is just kind of blinded by his rage and goes after poor Tom, and then Planet Praiser and Josuke get away with the branch. I think that's also possible.
That, or like Gappy, while he's distracted with poor Tom, Gappy in the bubble will like somehow get everyone else, like people in the bubble, to get them into the underground to get to the coast to get out of there for now or something like that. And I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, basically I want to say like my biggest prediction is going to be it'll kind of be like the fight with Urban Gorilla, where like it went on for a few chapters, and then the last chapter, half of it was the fight, and then the other half was like plot exposition. Like, so I think we're going to see a very quick resolution to the poor Tom fight, and then we're going to get kind of deep into some plot
come to blows with like Gappy, Jobin, and then Norsuke will probably come in there
because that's going to be like a big confrontation, because like we all like Jobin has been clearly established as like very against Gappy.
He's a wild card. He's against both sides though, where he's like the middle like anti-hero kind of thing, where kind of like how like Hot Pants and Diego were in part 7
for parts,
where they were kind of like the wild card, like on their own side going in at the end.
They did both get redeemed though.
Yeah,
Diego did. Diego from SBR Universe got redeemed, I think.
He did, but the other one didn't. He brought the dickhead one.
That's the thing. Like we have to think about it as that's the Diego that we saw for the whole thing, not like the other alternate universe Diego is a whole different story.
Yeah, but they were still their own party though going. It was more so like they're like the third party going in, other than our main protagonists.
Yeah.
So and we still.
I just want to stop you. Diego's final fucking moments are so epic.
Final part, like the train part, was awesome. The only thing I think we're missing is the lead rock person. I think. Yeah. He has to be next, or like.
That's why I said I think when Yasuo gets the brooch, I feel like it's gonna kind of open up the few misconnections that we don't have.
Because she's gonna look up like the history of like the rock animal, right, with her stand. I think.
That was her plan. That's why she separated.
Yeah, so I think either we'll get the resolution, the plot thing, and then maybe at the end they'll like tease like her going through like the data of everything and like.
Yeah, and then there's gonna be like a shadowy figure behind her door that.
Not again. No, Jerry happened to her once, but Jobin like knocking her out.
Yeah.
That like she didn't remember.
So
where can they find us, Jim?
You can find the JoKaKaKA. We're only on YouTube. Mm-hmm. We do have another podcast though. It's called the Nyancast. Mm-hmm. Follow us there. We talk about anime with cat girls and monster girls and demons and things that make us feel weird and scared.
Anything animal related and some other spoiler casts we have for certain things.
We just did Made in Abyss, which is a good one.
Mm-hmm. FMA. Brotherhood, and then
So yeah, check us out there. We're all on YouTube. Check me out on Twitter. I mean, like
Jim's trying.
Check out our Twitter. I run.
Jim's trying to run
the Nyancast at Twitter. Yeah, but that's really it. Follow us for more JoJo content. We do these monthly.
Yeah, except for the months they have a hiatus.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometime around next month we'll probably have Chapter 75, which I'm eager for.
Yeah, this one came out quicker than I thought, honestly.
It came out roughly around the same time. It's about like a month to get around the con, so...
This one, JoJo is like one of 2 manga that I follow, monthly, weekly, whatever. And the other one comes out like a similar time. It comes out like a week after. So I always am like kind of mixing them up in my head, that's why.
And did the Rohan one actually come out too, right?
I'm not sure if it came out yet, actually.
Alright.
I thought it was supposed to this month. Maybe that's next month. We need to do an episode on that.
We also have a Rohan OVA coming this summer as well. So.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll get it in like September probably.
People work quick. But we'll probably, if that comes out in the summer though, and we have like able to watch it, then we might do like another. Because we did Thus Spoke Rohan. We did the first OVA, so we may do the second one as well here.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
So, all right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Thank you for listening. I'm Sam.
I'm Jim.
Bye-bye.
Bye.